What's up, guys? Looks like I do have the mic now. What's up, Maxi, Mel, Bash, Elegant, and Mel, but on a different account. So yeah, we got a flash pre-made here. And these big banshees are doing really well for themselves. 80 damage, it's not incredibly high, but it's still good. Oh wow, this Colossus, Jesus. 20 health. Well, I just got the cool Maxi. Xcal says pre-babe, and I see it on my phone. I don't know who this med guy is. That's Demo. Get the job done. This is Xcal. Con's Fearless, yeah. Yeah, Xcal is this guy on the crawlers. You can see X has got crawlers around the map just to spot some army movements. And he's waiting here for the BCs or the Ravens. $40 DPS on these Vikings, not bad. Just a second, guys. What's happening? Alright, I'm back. Right, so we do have the Levy Boy. He's on Marauders. He went Vikings, and then I think, I don't know what the Observer's for actually. Oh, for the Crawlers. Yeah, he went Vikings just to deal with the Arbiters, because he's played Arbiters a lot, so he knows how annoying Vikings can be. And if you look, the DPS is quite generous. You know, 44 DPS on these Vikings on the ground. Oh no, I mean he's going to see it all with the Observer, but it's still going to be a good trade for Levy, for Xcal. Crawlers are just so strong, so strong. Right, I don't know who this med guy is, but maybe somebody will tell me. Sorry guys, says Lucky's. Is he gonna leave? Alright, Big Cheese gone Hunters, which hard counter the Crawlers, obviously. My mate is very pissed about my choices. Oh, Xcal. Excal's salty about his ally, apparently. This compound's going down. He wanted to deny it. The turrets here are stronger. If you guys remember on EU, the turrets got nerfed. The Raven upgrades that upgrades the turrets got nerfed. Before it would give an extra 100 health. I don't know, Mel, but come in on the next one if you want, man. We're not going to stop you. So Exco and crawlers, and both sides hard countered him with hunters. I think Demo changed from HT Arbiter into Thor and lost his compound, so yeah, Demo definitely having a very rough game. And Lucky's his Audi. I don't know why he didn't go Oracles. That's his unit. He loves Oracles the most. Oh, you're back in the military cab. Shame, Melly boy, shame. Interesting choice to go armor on these hunters. He was definitely asking for that. The BCs are such a slow unit. The tactical jump needed to be thrown with a scan. Otherwise, obviously, the BCs just get shreked. Yeah, exactly. The BCs have blink to avoid that, but you got to scan and spot the savior. I mean, Excar has gas now, so he can go mass heroes. Yeah, that's right, Mel. We wait for you to go on to military camp and then we resume playing Premades. Obviously, we're still playing Premades, but just all of us are on Smurfs that you don't know about. And on a stream that you don't know about. Nah, man. Premades are just one of those wonderful gems of life. Sometimes they happen, sometimes they don't. I tried to get one going yesterday. No luck. I knew it, I fucking knew it. mean, this is dangerous for the Thor here. Thor already doing 250 damage, so he can 3-shot this medevac. You can see Demo trying to position his Thor in such a way that if the medi comes close, he can get it. Oh, but Xcal swooping in and picking it off anyway. Yeah, I slept, Mel. Not for that long, but I slept. Vincent doing his classic Vincent strat of kind of just forgetting that Mercs are a thing and just going Marines. So he has the support tower so he can chrono out his Merc, but oh, he's also got double spawn. So, you know, he's got twice as many units as everybody else. They're just kind of shitty in terms of upgrades. He's got 2 range already. He's gone 5 attack on the Marines and then 2 range upgrades. I'm not sure I really like this upgrade pattern. Like, he just doesn't have any oomph behind his army at all. This is why you typically go Merc first, so you avoid these weird situations. What, 5 damage? Well, technically 6. Then 2 range. And I think all the health upgrades are in the Marines, right? No, he's got 1 in Merc and then like 3 in Marines. I don't know, like the Spectres are currently blocking the Marines, so your Marines can't actually get to the point where they would fire. Everyone else has 6 range units. Looks a bit dicey. Nvidia typed that in party by accident. This Colossus could actually die here. If he was very aggressive with the Vikings, I think he could have killed that. Only 1500 health. He's got 6 upgrades, 7 in his Vikings. So Xcal with all of his money, yeah, he's just gone into the crawlers a bit harder. He's got a Colossus to mitigate the hard counteringness of the hunters on either side. Demo's just lost so much stuff. He's in a real pickle. Like, remember he had Arbiters in a HT earlier. What's up, Buzzer? Guten Abend. Glad you get some entertainment, Mel. That's what I'm here for. Obnoxious Colossus being obnoxious, very nice. A lot of Colossi on the field. You know, Ghost costs 500 now. And obviously 250 to rebuy, so it's very powerful to go heroes. Alright, Colossi do go down. Levy kind of softened it up for the Vikings. Did lose an Observer, which is painful. But Big Ones did find a place there. I wonder if he's spotted this though. This is a problem for him. I don't know if he spotted that and misplayed or didn't spot that and just dropped there for safety. But obviously he still lost his medevac, so that's a big kick in the nuts. What's up, Jhav Boo 1959? I missed you, Bazza, sure. What's not to miss? The good looks, the superior intellect, it's all there. I mean, Thor and Colossus here going to be ripping through this hunter mass. Vincent's hanging back because he wants to turn these zealots into temples. Or no, maybe he doesn't. How strange. He sacked a lot of his zealots there. I thought he was, you know, trying to mass up for the nice temple mass, but I guess he decided he wants his medevac first, do some drop play, get the money, because at the moment he hasn't got much way of farming. Obviously Thor and Colossus rip through vanilla zealots especially, and marines, and the other side is Excal, who's got twice income and some armored crawlers. 7 armor crawlers, and we're talking 13 damage, so 6 damage marines against these 300 health crawlers. You know, it's just not going to get through the meat. Got a drop play coming in as well. There's ravens to get, medevacs to get, and also just the concave here would be good. That scan I think he can see, yeah, he can see that. I didn't have a second. Oh, that was close. Jesus. Fed these turrets, that's 60 minerals he's just fed for no reason. Yeah, I'm surprised how close. The range on crawlers is very funny. Like, they lock on and then the splash, like the projectile, follows them forever, obviously. Bazza, I'm just very sleepy and tired, so that's why you don't hear too much of my longing for your presence on my stream in the voice, but trust me, it's there. Bigman's dropping on. He does hard counter Excal, but Excal's transitioning into Marines. Going for a faster weapon speed instead of range, which is interesting. Usually you go for range so the Marines can actually shoot something, but if you're dropping Marines, like for example here, you don't need 6 range to hit this compound, so it's fine. Plus these are going to be against zealots, I suppose he's thinking, so looking for that Seeker here. Does get it. Obviously these hunters probably have a few upgrades on them. 7, yeah, so the Seeker's doing 340 damage. You know? Gonna do well against things like medevacs. Double snipe coming over here. Shield needs to go down. Levy not actually getting that snipe. He probably, yeah, he doesn't have any range upgrades, so the snipe range is a bit lackluster here. You really need those range upgrades if you're gonna snipe anything. Let's check that bounty now at the 40-minute mark, see what's going on. So we've got, yeah, 10k Nvidia now actually, so he's catching up. Catching up with this Colossus, I think, is doing most of the heavy lifting here. Got 1 armor in Marines and 1 armor in Phantoms, which is interesting. I suppose, yeah, I mean, Nvidia's not playing against any heroes, so armor can be quite effective. And he's got mixed range and attack speed upgrades. Nvidia, you kind of want to get max range and then max attack speed, and not mix them like that. Because the last range upgrade and the last attack speed upgrades are far more efficient, far more useful than any of the predecessors. So you want to rush one and then the other. Yeah, I would say that's true, Bazza. And can I tell Vincent that he has to prove that Raptors are viable in a pre-made? Well, he'll hear my voice in a second. He's on stream. We want to see Raptors next game then, Vincey. Obviously he's gone Temples here instead of anything like Raptors, just because Temples don't need as much input into the health and armor to make them useful, so you can just go straight Marines. Whereas with Raptors, you know, low attack speed, or rather fast attack speed, you want lots of damage, and then they also have great HP scaling as well, so you kind of want to invest more into Merc before going Marine. Oh, and Temple's also hard counter Marauders, so that's another plus. Marauders hard countering Phantoms here. I'm not sure what the interaction between Hunters and Phantoms are. I imagine that there isn't one. I think every unit has a couple of things that it just has no interaction with, no soft or hard counter. Oh, here we go. Big marine drop here from the Exy boy. Oh, forcing that out. That wasn't great. It's quite close to sudden death now, so that wasn't great. To blow one of those. To lose a savior at 40 minutes. I think 30 minutes you can just keep throwing them out like he did there. But this is the quiet period. You'll notice everyone kind of calms down, stops trading as much. Something for 50 went down here. Maybe a Viking, I'm not sure. Although I think Vikings would give 75, not 50. So I don't know what went down there. Another big drop here. But nothing to follow this up with except for one of those. Again, he needs to save the compound, so that's why he did that. Here he wasn't going to lose the compound, so it didn't make as much sense. Demo needs some defensive things. Tank Sentry would be great because it's going to be very useful at sudden death anyway. He's got the money for it, so we'll see how he reacts to this. Sentry's obviously be very great. If he drops here and you just force field him out and he's got Temple Marine, then not only does it shut down the Temple DPS, but the Temples actually get squashed into the Marines, and then the splash from the Thor and the Marauders, effectively they start doing twice as much DPS, just because you're squashing twice as many units into the same little space. Yeah, so we'll see what happens. Got a ghost coming out from Med. Once again, I don't know who that is. Scan does reveal this medevac, and of course he brings his ghost over to try and snipe the medevac. But we'll see if Excal falls for it. Let's go on Excal cam right here. I don't think he's seen it. Yeah, he's too busy over here with the crawlers. Gonna get sniped and surrounded. And this I'm saying, on Ma, the units get squashed. So when he dropped here, like all of his units fell in like a 2 pixel location. And these units don't have splash, but if you have a unit like Marauders or Thor and that happens, then you can kill everything in like one shot, right? I don't know who Med is, man. It's quite close to Mel though. So maybe it's Mel. And Mel's being clever by asking who it is. Big Temple Marine push now. Apparently there's lots of lag. And Excal gets 0 there. Does lose his compound as well. Didn't actually kite the Temple Marine there, so very dangerous. Tanks coming up for Vincent. Like I say, Tank Sentry at 40 minutes is fine, just because these are units you're going to buy anyway at sudden death, at least generally. Medi popping out, Excal relying on that cliff play to be useful. And this is where Levy is kind of the savior of Cross, in that he's gone double ghost. He's going to be investing in that to kill Team 2. Excal's solo anyway, and then Levy's team doesn't have much to farm with, whereas we got Temple Marine and Ravens still, I guess, for Team 3. So Levy kind of shoots himself in the foot by taking out the heroes here. But we'll see. If he does really well, then he can farm those heroes and then get an advantage on Team 3 as well. We'll see what happens. Plus it depends. Once these heroes are gone, where does the army feed? If it goes into Team 1, then obviously that's great for them. Bash says it's him. I don't believe him. Because Med was like, I think he's somewhat related to Lucky's. He was like, oh, I'm sorry about Lucky's. Sorry he did that. Because Lucky's left, obviously. Oh my goodness. Demo running a lot of units into these tanks. We've already got 50 kills on these tanks. I mean, this is just a slaughterhouse right here. Abattoir over here. Just the tanks just constantly firing on this spot here. It's incredible. DPS 66 kills. Hey Bowser's mum. Didn't realize she was on the stream. So Vincent's gone for 3 armor on his temples. This is with this new calculation. You see it's damage, take away armor, divided by 3, and then you just add 7. So whatever that first part of the calculation works out, you're always going to add 7 damage to it. So if you're hitting more than 9, you'll always do at least 7 damage. Yeah, so here's that quiet 10 minutes before the sudden death. Yeah, Demo's not really getting the job done today. He's lost everything he's bought, and I don't think he really has any upgrades. Yeah, 5-5. He's probably on his trash computer where he lags. Generally explains differences in people's skill when they play on different computers. And yeah, get the job done is obviously Demo, that's his catchphrase these days, so... Nvidia's still leading quite heavily though. 14k almost. I don't know if he's lost any Colossi. I haven't seen him rebuild any, so I'm gonna assume no, but... Seeker's gonna be good here. Yeah, I mean those are okay. Next guy going for the compound, gets it! Looked a bit dicey there. I'm just lazy cruising on Grimcam. So is everyone on stream, Kenny. Snipe going down by Mjod? I'm guessing that's Mjod, right? Honeyman. Lucky's is Russian as well, so I think this is his Russian friend Mjod. And a really weird drop from Xcal. Kind of into a concave here and into a concave here, and then doesn't pull these units in. I think he's just trying to trade wherever he can. He does like the trading. Our British friend here. Vincent with the big drop here. It's going to munch through a lot of these phantoms. Oh, that's so much feeding. And the compound as well, 350, goddamn. I mean, XCal has risen to 14k, but losing that compound was actually quite big, not just because the units, the units are trash, but just filling the space was important. Even if he had stun on these bad boys, could have slowed that a lot as his army reached him. But med, like med kit? I don't know, man. I'm gonna go with my Russian hypothesis. The drops everywhere. Big Wins gets that compound. And Excal continuing to trade into Hunters, which is odd. But he's got good Marines, I suppose, so that's what's mitigating this. Oh wow, that Medi gets down. Gotta be careful about the snipe though. Yeah, Demo knows. Alright, sudden death in 2 minutes. We'll see how everybody responds. Look at this little sneaker, literally sneaking forward a pixel at a time. And Big Chief as well on some serious bounty. Big Chief, Nvidia, and Excal, top 3. Then Team 3 is in a good spot as well. Team 3 is good, 13.5 each, so they're not highest, but overall they're doing very well as a team. So Med is already in the middle, waiting for that sudden death. And yeah, here the tanks, again I'm calling them pseudo heroes because they do so much damage, especially for the price. If they are firing, you're in a really good position. Nice 2 Seekers again. Running around with Phantom Marines, you're going to be susceptible to those Seekers all game long, so being able to keep your Ravens alive, very nice for that. So actually Levy in mid right now. This is the bounties after the Savior money is factored in, I think. So but it's not huge, it's at most 1,000 minerals, so Levy's Marines are maxed, attack speed and range, but no real upgrades on there. Yeah, Demo's going to be in such a defensive stance against these drops. He's going to have to defend and kind of let Nvidia try and push from mid. Big Wins here with the Concave Guardian Shield and hard counter on the crawlers. Alright Gangan, see you soon, man. Big Chief of the Big Splits again. Actually has enough health to not die to the Seeker there, which is quite handy. And yeah, these tanks gonna have a good time. Oh no! I guess the Colossus is too scary, so Big Wins decides to pull back. Same time he's getting pressured on his ledge. So he can't really mess around in mid too much if Excal's trying to drop his compound and things. That's Lucky's. Yeah, Lucky's left. Excal. Well, Lucky says Excal was angry at him about his choices, but Excal says it's just he was just suggesting to go Lancers if he went Crawlers, but instead he went Phantoms. Vincent actually finding the space once again on this compound, with the Phantoms giving a lot of +8s, remember. You know, at this point it's just disproportionately high bounty. 8 bounty for like one shot on his Marines. I mean, even though Big Chief has held mid for so long. Oh, nice Raven snipe there. But the tank's gonna go down very slowly, but does go down. So does the other one. Oh, nice. Another Raven going down. And again, 75 minerals here. He eventually gets this. Oh gosh. And you see that the spreading here again. Very funny. I'm worried about Excal. He needs more stuff like tanks, sentries. Excal's actually holding mid right now. Having a good time. Yeah, Demo's... he's lost his Thorn compound again. It will be hard to kill Team 2, so it's not like Excal's going to be squashed in yet. And Excal is out on the map, so you know, if both Teams 2 and 4 were camping right now, it would be quite difficult, I think, for Team 1 to hold mid. But since they're kind of a bit active, that's not the case. Nuke going down, does need to pull the hell out of there, and he does. So it's just 150 minerals wasted for the nuke. Vincent trying to lock onto the ghost. Got +6, so his snipe is doing around 3,300 damage. Which is not enough. Wait, no, it is enough to one-shot this Colossus. But the Colossus gets instantly vaporized there. Remembering, yeah, Nvidia has really nice upgrades on his Marines. Even got 4 in hero damage, so he's, you know, carrying 2 upgrades onto his Marines as well. 23.5 damage and 170 health. So he's got 4 damage upgrades and like 35 health on Vincent. Oh no, but this is... Nvidia really just needs to position his units here, because Demo's going to lose his CC at this rate. But Nvidia likes to F2, so you'll notice his Marines and his Phantoms get pulled into the big ball, and he's just incapable of keeping units in 2 places, which is a real big problem for him right now. He's really getting punished for this. Nice little nuke here. Doesn't quite 25 health, so 1 upgrade. Oh, and he's nuking again. He's going to finish off all of these hunters at least. Might even try the compound. No, decides not to. Yeah, no, does try the compound. Recalls out, worried about this. I don't know if there's enough dead space to squeeze your medevac by. I feel like depending on the map, you can get away with it, and the sides, because it's not quite symmetrical. But I try to squeeze it past, because I don't think that you can reach with a 6 range unit from this ledge. You don't blame Lucky's, huh? Vincent's still gunning for this compound. I mean, it's such an easy pick for him. He did try to get the medi there, which is nice, but I mean, there's so much food for Vincent going down. It's kind of like Vincent's just dropping over and over either side, and the teams are just letting him. Xcal rebuilds the compound, sticks all of his phantoms here, and then lets Vincent kill all the phantoms in the compound. Here, Demo kind of has no supply or units to defend himself with, but Nvidia's like always in one big mass. Like even now, this is an easy drop. So it's just kind of like, let's just drop either side for Vincent, and he'll be able to get money even though he doesn't have mid. Which is good for him, but bad for his ally. Because without mid... oh nice, snipe goes down on the Colossus. And yeah, without mid, without mid isn't getting much money. Big nuke going down here from the ledge, as you can see, and a drop going to take the compound out afterwards. Oh my god, look at the amount of units that just massacred over there. Big Win's not quite paying attention to his compound and the nukes. And a radar tower. Yeah, and you just don't get much money for mid. So like getting the big nukes and compounds like that is way better than getting the stupid mid. 100 minerals every 30 seconds, you know? Doesn't do much. Let's check the bounties. Yeah, so Vincent's caught up, like I say, he's just been able to drop either side freely and without any resistance. Sentry's force fielding here. I don't know what broke that one there, but again, Nvidia is just out of position. Nuke going down. This is going to land. Jesus Christ. It's going to be a big one. Bam. And actually, Team 2 might just straight up die here. No? Guess not. Oh my god. Was that a nuke, or was that Xcal's army dying? Levy on +8 hero damage, so he's got great anti-hero play, but he's just got no marine upgrades. His marines look +3, and Nvidia's got +14, +8, 10, and Demo's compound once again getting the treatment. Mind you, yeah, it does lose a ghost to the Vincent, or the med. And Xcal, he talks about how sometimes you just sneak units into mid and just hold it, and I think this is what he's trying to do now. Just act confident. Xcal trying to anticipate where the army's going to move to in response to the nuke. So typically everybody moves back to their CC. You know, you grab your army and you shit click back to your CC, but not going to happen here. +9 here for Xcal, so this Colossus has no chance of living. Unless Xcal just doesn't want to snipe. Yeah, I was going to say, no chance of living. I'm surprised though, just where are the tanks for everyone? It's such a good unit, it's only 150 here. And given how much drop play is happening, it's surprising. Vincent with his own Colossus now. You can see just the insane amount of damage it does to Marines. You know, everyone goes Marines, and then you go, and then you just go a Colossus and just completely shit on their investment into Marines. As long as you can keep it alive. I mean, Med is actually just walking through everybody's armies right now. I think he's going to go for, I don't know, he shift clicked it back home for some reason. Alright, Demo getting a HT, that's probably not a bad idea because Vincent's just dropping Marines on his ass all the time, so he just stormed that, make it less worth his time. The big chief, I think you just leave those tanks by your compound, so if Excal drops, you know, he's gonna get shreked by compounds. What zealots does yellow have? Vincent has temples. You can see barely any investment in there. Mostly in marines and hero play. Another nuke, this time with +9, will evaporate all of these hunters. Very big plays here. And another nuke going down, but Vincent understanding the situation. And another nuke as well. Pretty big. EMPs could probably kill that, but no, his Excal's ghost gets sniped. Levy boy with the double ghost. Yeah, there's a photon cannon at the base of this ramp, so it's very difficult to sneak your ghost anywhere near the ledge. And Demo's got spotter marauders. These aren't here by accident, right? So if the ghost goes anywhere like here, this photon cannon will spot the intruder. I mean, it's a bad photon cannon because it's so easy to kill with like a medevac drop, but this team has no medi. I mean, Big Chief could probably kill that, but all that trouble for 75 minerals is probably not worth it, or 50 even. Yeah, as I was saying, tanks probably want to go home and drop here. You know, the idea behind Sentry Tank at home is that, or even like a HT or Thor or Colossus and keeping it home, is that when you drop somebody's compound, you don't really get to bring your ghost along for the trip as well. You know, you don't drop your ghost here and try and EMP stuff and then lift it back up. Although you can do that, it's very risky. In any case, say Vincent had a ghost in his medevac and he drops it here. You know, the storm can go down before the medevac actually arrives, so that if he decides to drop, he'll drop straight into a storm, and then the HT's long gone. Yeah, and same with tanks, right? So, you know, what can kill a tank sat over here? Nothing. Can't snipe it, Colossus can't touch it, Phoenixes can't touch it. You know, it's just perfectly safe and always really useful. Of course, it's good to have it plowing down on the mid as well. It's just situationally against Colossi and things like that, and double ghosts, you're going to lose them more often. Yeah, this guy's luckies. I would just call this dark blue, and this being regular blue. Oh wow, Jesus, that is just so much production. That is crazy. There's like 50 hunters there. That's like 4 minutes, right? At 5 seconds, 50 would be like 250 seconds, which is 10 seconds over 4 minutes. And Ghost going down, I think that was Excal's cheeky nuker as well. The X has his marines at a respectable +10 damage maxed, his crawlers at a respectable 7 armor, and then he's just going into nuke play. I feel like he could be using the gas from his ally a bit more. Down goes another nuke. Oh my god. Brutal. I think people are lagging. That's generally when everybody just sits there and eats nukes. Oh shit, I didn't even realize the CC's gone. So no more gas for Excal, that's significant, right? And everyone gets 100 supply. Actually, does that still work? Everyone's still on 900. Shouldn't it be 1000? Isn't 900 base? Nvidia in a really bad concave here. Has great upgrades compared to these guys, but 14, 200 health marines. Actually, 26 damage. 25 damage. Actually, Big Wins has gained. Oh, and once again, gets nuked. The thing is, on EU, you can't do this without scanning. Whereas here, if you look at Excal's positioning, you can see into here enough to nuke. So the scan doesn't give away that you're nuking them, and it could be anywhere on the map that it's happening. So if you hear that nuclear launch detected, you always have to bloody look at your own base. Which is a nightmare if you've got your army in like 2 or 3 positions. So like mid, this tower, this, and your compound. Then you've got to look at 3 places before the nuke lands and move everything. Because sometimes you see it and you're like, oh, I better move, but you've got so much shit in the way that it's not going to work out. And there we go. Once again. I mean, Med at this point is just it's just losing his mass to nukes. Like, he's not getting anything back. And I think Med wants some revenge, but doesn't have hold fire on, so I don't know if Excal noticed his marines dying on the way to the shop. One would hope that he did. Big Chief definitely notices it. And Excal has a superior army to Med as well, so he can't really push in with his army. So it's up to Vincent to deal with that, which means Vincent's not killing Demo or killing or taking Med. But Excal, I mean Levy here with the patient play. Levy's probably the most patient player. Him and Andrew definitely up there. Oh, it's called Violet in Lobby apparently. Yeah, it doesn't look like Violet at all. Violet's lighter than this. Yeah. That's just the people at Blizzard like, I really don't know what to call this man. Oh man, this chibi, that's a chibi right there. You can see it's got minus 1.5 range. Photon cannon, I'm gonna spot this. Oh no, this is Med. I thought this was Excal because he's always black. He always picks the black color, right? Oh no, the Medivac going down. Although actually not that fast. Kind of a revenge nuke over here. Not that powerful, but does the job in the sense of Excal only has 1 mass. He doesn't have an ally. EMP's going down on this Colossus, softening him up for Big Wins as he comes in. Excal probably going to hold on here. If Big Wins decides to, he could probably come in and kill Excal. Yeah, he's got a hard counter, and Big Wins Marines have been slowly, just very securely and slowly growing in size and power. And Excal getting flanked by different teams right now, and this is a backup medevac as well. So this is going to finish him off. Even got a Colossus in it. And a Ghost. So down goes Excal. Trying to hold on by the skin of his teeth. And maybe now Med gets some units to play with. Interesting that Team 2 now has Mid. With a spotter observer here, very precariously placed because of 1 scan and that's dead. You know, even at this late game stage, it's only got 400 health, which is like the starting health of the fucking Ravens. So. Nuke going down. Demo not gonna let it happen though, but does let the army in. There's like a really small window where you have to come back in after the nuke. Another nuke going down. Nvidia really needs to not get hit by this, but chooses to instead get hit by this, and that's Team 2 dead as well. If you're wondering why everyone's using nukes, it's because it takes 10 seconds to train one up, right? So it's here it is, arm nuke with silo, arm silo with nuke rather, and it says 15, but then you chrono boost it at 50% extra speed, and it becomes 10 seconds. If you ever wonder, chrono boost knocks a third of the total time off, right? So a third of 15 is 5. and that's what it knocks off of the total time. So it's 10 seconds to get a nuke. It takes like 4 seconds to land a nuke, and then you just wait 6 seconds to build another one. Or just build 3 in a row. Only takes 30 seconds. Levy trying for some EMPs here. Doesn't really get him though. And this Colossus is 200 kills. This is gonna hit something, maybe. I mean, hit the back of that. And Team 3 actually has no mass. So I don't know if the map awareness is there for, oh, especially this ghost needs to be spotted as well. Looks like they have some map awareness, but don't know if they want to push into this. There is a Colossus here, so you kind of need to deal with the heroes first before you can push in. But 4 tanks, 4 sentries, spam out a bunch of ghosts, and you can hold mid. No, that's huge, holding mid in this 1v1 situation where there's no food anywhere. This Colossus, just ripping through everything. Now 234 kills. Just look at how it grows, it's just insane. 250 damage on this thing. Nukes going down on top of the tanks, forces a recall. Yeah, it's just, there needs to be a quick response from Team 1 in this situation to just take mid, spam a bunch of elites, then train up ghosts behind it. Levy training a nuke on his ghost rather than on the support tower. You can do as well. X-Cow is rip. It's a good use of that emoji. Big nuke here. Is Vince just going to sit here? Yeah, he's just going to sit here and eat it. Big Wins is going to ghost, literally poking him in the face. Okay, he scans and kills it. Funny little ghost there. And it's kind of a nice surround thing going here for Team 3. Not many units on this side though, I guess. Oh wow, Levy actually doesn't have the energy upgrades on his ghost, so that's going to make it harder to get enough EMPs and snipes. I think that's crucial at this point. He's got plus 10 hero damage, but it's not as useful as having the energy to keep sniping and EMPing. Why does nobody EMP the temples? I mean, mostly because it's just not worth it when there's other things to EMP. If someone's playing just Temple Marines and you've got a ghost, then sure, but otherwise, if you EMP the temples and then don't have the EMP to get the ghost or the snipe for the Colossus, then you're going to feel like a dickhead, aren't you? Remember, it's got 410 health, generally. It's a tanky unit. The shields are just an extra layer of tankiness. But even after EMP, it's not that great. I think Big Wins has no heroes as well. That's a problem. He needs to get a ghost. I mean, a double ghost from Big Wins would be perfect here, because then you can EMP everything on Team 3. You just EMP everything. The Colossus dies to EMP, the ghost dies to EMP. What doesn't die to EMP? But it's kind of like the team of the least heroes at sudden death loses. You're getting bounty. So Vincent able to trade the EMP. That's why I was saying it's very good to have one ghost against double ghost, is because the common scenario is trading the EMP. $350 kills. I mean, this game is just an uncontested Colossus. You have to contest it. Ripperini. I do feel for Big Wins here. I mean, he plays well, he just doesn't play enough shit. Like, lack of shit. The disease. Lack of shit-itis. Just gotta have the tools to play, otherwise you're not playing the game. GG pepperonis. Very nice. See if there'll be another one. Ring. Hello, Twitch. The witch? I'm gay. Nice. Holy luckies. I announced as the game starts I'm going crawlers. Lancers might be good saying. Then he's like, where oracles? They are corsairs here. Doesn't buy them. What's up, Melly boy? GG elegant. Well, we have 7, so it's looking alright. And the next pre-made front. Jace, I think that's Can, right? Can, reveal yourself. Pretty sure that's Can. I didn't give anybody anything, Gustav. I love how Maximus's broadcast is the fake Maximus. Because he came in after the first Maximus, who also played Marine Arena, so it's still very fishy. Elegant man, I'll make you a mod. I've seen you around a few times now, and you're in OOE, so welcome to the mod club. Who is Leroy? Mr. Jenkins, you mean? What's up, Lich? We just had a pre-made. This is the second one. Oh, Vinky boys, we give me PMs. Push Excal to play Arbiter? Alright. Oh, that was the mic falling, don't worry about it. Yeah, Xcal saying, you know, I didn't say anything rude. I just said pick crawlers or lancers. I think that'd be great. I'll ask, Elegant. I mean, Lich probably wants to obs as well. Oh, there he goes, he's asking. Twitch. Xcal says AI is better than previous partners. We have Maximus as well. Maxi, are you playing? We also have Fluvenring and Avonsbow. They're around. Fluvenring is playing 1v1 and Avonsbow is sitting in lobby, in menus. AFK though, 46 minutes. Boom Bap will be available in 20 minutes. Yeah, that's right, Lich. There's a new clan on the block called Cons. And it's just basically Xcal and Ken smurfing. I'm host? Why am I host? I'm not gonna get anything done here that you can't, Gustav. Maxie, do you want to come and save our pre-made? Vincent, why did you log in as Arcanador? Well, we need +1 Lich, so that's about it. Just need that delicious +1, and we're all good to go. Otherwise, we will have to go do something else. Who is Andrei Dmitriev? I won't reveal him in case he's shy about his real name being released into the world. He can reveal himself if he really wants to. You're doing Andrew. Nice one. Get that Polish meat. Shiest or Scheist doesn't mean the same as shy. Scheist means a person who will take advantage and cheat in some situations. What's up, Lord Kenny? How you doing, man?
Initiating good night sequence. Dispersing appropriate dosage.
It's the superlative form, the most. I'm the shyest.
Phase 1 of memory.
Superlative form. Alright, here we go. I've got Xcal as a neighbor. And someone else. Who else was it? It's my neighbor. Oh, Ken on the other side.
Bring it. What's up? Beat the rage. This better be
Wait, why am I not walking down here? I got 60 frames, I'm alright. Alright, Mr. Hellhound, well if you let me know what merc you pick, then I can try and work around it. Zerglings, what the fuck? Fuck is Hellhound doing? You need to hold your tower anyway, but it's so easy to do it via a melee player. You ain't watching shit, mate. Do you guys see that range? It hit from here all the way down to here. How is that possible? Like, that's like 9 range that it shoots.
What's your call? Beat the rage.
Where's his Ravens? Has he lost them? Looking like it.
Where's my backup? Where's my backup? Where's my backup?
Life flights? Now what? Where's the emergency? Talk to me. Now what? Waiting on you.
Our allies are being attacked.
Picking up and dropping off. Waiting on you. Life talk to me. Now what? Picking up? Where's the emergency? Talk to me. Waiting on you. Life flight's here. Now what? Talk to me. Where's the emergency? Life flight's here. Now what? Waiting on you. Ready to pick up?
Bring it.
Talk to me. Now what? Picking up or dropping? Waiting on.
Make the ground shake.
Life flight's here. Talk to me.
Where's my backup?
Ready for pickup? Where's the emergency? Ready.
I don't think he knows the ability yet.
Life flight. Waiting on you.
Yeah, I know, that's why I told you. That's fine, man, we all gotta learn. Oh shit. That wasn't worth it for him. Knakna. Oh my god. He's carried my army all the way there. I mean, that time you knew, man. You still stood there.
Talk to me. Waiting on you. Where's the emergency? Ready for dust off. Waiting on you. Ready for pickup? Now talk to me. Ready for pickup? Understood. Waiting on you. Where's the emergency? Now what? Big enough. Drop off. Let's go. Waiting on you. Lights here. Where's the emergency?
What else was it? Tank, yeah. He's gonna lose everything.
Lights here.
You can't walk into mid with HK.
Say again? Status report. From that last? I'm reading it. No.
Waiting on you. Life flight's here.
Status report. Status report. I'm reading you.
Waiting on you. Let's go.
Status report.
Where's the...
No here.
Now what? Will do. Waiting on you.
Our allies are being attacked.
you. Take an apple.
Say again. Elaborate. Say again.
Pick up.
Say
Upgrade.
Now what? Talk to me. Picking up or dropping? Life flight? Wait, ready to pick up. Time. Now. Life flight? Ready to pick up.
Game paused.
What's up, old trend man? Yeah. I can feel the anger in X-Scout growing by the second. Yeah, I'm pretty tired. Pretty sleepy. I feel you, Lich. I feel you, man. Oh, I forgot to buy sentries. I was going to, but then Hellhound kind of just sits with a big fat mass in the middle all the time, like now. Sentries are always good at sudden death. Always good, man. This music is a little bit too chill for me. I need something yeah, well then video is next to what's his name? Barware, I think. Explains that. Plus Xcal's been trading somewhere and it hasn't been with me. So I'm guessing he's been trading badly against Nvidia Phantoms. Yeah, Hellhound hasn't lost a single HK yet, I think, so that's pretty cool. He's lost observers though, which cost more than the HK. But that was, you know, early game crawlers are pretty insane. Alright, back to it.
Not enough energy.
Waiting on you. Now, where's the emergency? Waiting on you. Understood.
Not enough energy.
Life flight's here. Talk to me. Now, where's the life flight? Ready for pickup? Here's your spot.
I'm reading. Sig, no.
Our allies are being attacked.
From the last. Sig,
Oh my god. You guys just fucking siege already.
sig, say again. No here.
God's sake. Why hasn't he just got that shit here?
Status report.
Ready for pickup?
Our allies are being attacked.
Where's the emergency?
I'm reading. From that last.
Upgrade complete.
Loud and clear.
Go ahead, TechCom.
Waiting on you.
Say again.
Picking up and dropping off. Ready. Where's the emergency?
I'm reading.
Now what?
Say again.
Hello, Can Can.
Say again.
Ready for pickup?
No here. From that last, I'm satisfied. No.
Now what?
From that last, no. Say again.
Now what? Picking up or dropping off? Loud and clear. Waiting on you. Now what? Okay, what? Picking up or dropping off? Light flight? Acknowledged. Now, ready for pickup? Waiting on you. Ready for pickup?
From that last, I'm ready.
Ready for pickup?
No here.
Picking up or dropping off? Light flight? Talk to me. Waiting on. Now what? On my way.
Our allies are being attacked.
Talk to me. Now what? Wait. Ready for pickup? Picking up or dropping off? Talk to me. Where's the emergency? Wait.
Our allies are being attacked.
Inbound. Now what? Talk to me.
Say again.
Light flight. Ready. Talk to me.
What just CMP'd me? Because it wasn't those two guys.
No.
Talk to me.
Say again.
Now, where's the emergency? Picking up. Ready for pickup. Talk.
I'm reading you.
Now what?
Say again.
What?
Not enough minerals.
Acknowledged. I'm reading.
You paint a picture.
Last.
Leave it all behind.
I'm reading you. Status report. Sig. Status report. Sig. I'm reading.
Nuke should kill that.
Say again. Nova here. I'm reading. Nova here. Confirm that. Say again.
Nuclear missile ready.
Ready for dust off.
Acknowledged. I'm reading.
Now,
Status. Nova here. Say again.
Yes, you bet it quieter.
make an effort. Dropping off.
Always having bad
Where's
luck.
the
You
emergency?
think you're going crazy. Look up, there's a new light waiting. Your head's buried in the sand. You've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you feel. Only you know that it's real.
Talk to me.
Don't look back, just carry on.
Say again.
Carry on.
No.
Carry on. Don't look back, just carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Yes, you've had it quieter. Always having bad luck. You think you're going crazy. Look up, there's a new light waiting. Your head's buried in the sand. You've been dealt the wrong hand. Can't imagine how you feel. Only you know that it's real.
Being attacked.
Don't look back, just carry on. Carry on. Carry on.
Nuclear missile ready.
Don't look back, just carry on. Carry on. Carry on.
The F2 is strong, man.
Confirm that.
Cause you are a strong because you are a
Say again. I'm reading.
Plus 18 reads, yeah.
I'm reading. Say again. I'm reading. Confirm that last.
Not enough minerals.
Say again.
Ready for pickup? Talk to me.
Confirm that last. I'm ready.
Picking up? Ready for pickup?
It's hard to
In the
breathe,
pipe.
but I will keep fighting.
Now what?
The broken walls, nowhere to fall, but I will keep climbing.
Wait,
I can't see 'em in the dark, so many fish shots behind me. I can't see 'em in the dark, so many fish shots behind me. It's taking me home, it's taking me home. Now the sky is falling, don't let it fall, don't let me go. Now the sky is falling down, 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 down on me. Down, 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 down on me.
Say again. Confirm that last. Confirm that last. Status report. Confirm that last.
I love Mark because you can ping like 12 times as much before it stops you. You pulled back then, dodged the EMPs. It works.
Say again. Say again. Confirm that last.
to me. Light flight here.
I'm reading.
Now what?
Nuclear missile ready. Our allies are being
MVP Ghost.
Our allies are being attacked. Nuclear missile ready.
Now what? Talk to me.
I'm reading.
Where?
Say again. Status report.
Waiting on you.
You gonna give me orders? I'm on it.
Picking up.
I'm reading.
Now
Say again.
light ready.
Status. Confirm that last. Status.
Out and clear. Now what?
Our allies are being
Talk to me.
Say again. Confirm that last.
Waiting on
I'm reading.
now what?
I'm reading. Status. I'm reading.
Does Porco HK actually block ghosts? Or it blocks everything? Fuck! You can chrono boost auto turrets now. I mean anti-air turrets. So they do more damage or have better DPS.
Say again. I'm reading.
Oh boy. No.
Ready for pickup?
Our allies are being attacked.
Say again. Say again. I'm reading you. Confirm that last. Say again.
Where's the emergency? Talk to me. Ready for pickup? Waiting on you. Talk to me. Where's the emergency? Waiting on you. Now what? Where's the emergency? Ready? Picking up or? Now what? Light flight waiting on. Talk to me. Ready? Now. Waiting on.
Nothing justifies the F2 can, how dare you. You see there why Gustav plays HD himself. That's how he handles it. Just eats storms. Maybe killed a sentry there. Why did you scan? Jesus. Why would he scan? Makes no sense.
Say again.
The fuck? I did a shift click after a snipe and it did it immediately instead.
Light, talk, waiting on you. Where's the emergency? Now what? Light flight. Talk to me.
Nuclear missile ready.
Waiting on you.
Say again. From that last. Preparing to terminate. No here. Say again.
Nuclear launch detected.
From that last.
Pig. Waiting on you. Ready for pickup? Light.
No here. I'm reading you.
Now what?
Say again.
Talk to me. Pig. Talk to me. Picking up.
Nuclear missile ready. Our allies are being attacked. Nuclear missile ready. Nuclear launch detected.
Say again.
Talk to me.
Our allies are being attacked.
No here. From that last.
Where's the emergency?
Say again.
Talk to me.
Nuclear missile ready. Our allies are being attacked. Nuclear launch detected. Marking off region.
From that last. Say status. Say again. I'm reading you.
Nuclear missile.
Ready for pickup? Bye. Talk to me. Waiting on.
From that.
Where's the emergency? Now what?
Our allies are being attacked.
I'm reading you. Say again.
Life flight's here.
Status.
Ready.
I'm reading you.
Where's the emergency?
Nuclear missile ready.
Ready for pickup? Waiting on you. Where's the emergency? Ready. Waiting on life flight. Picking up. Now stop.
GG! Oh dear. Mr. F2 takes it. 300 health Marines. God damn. Alright boys, that's all for me. I'm gonna go to the cinema with Miguel and watch Black Panther. Spoiler alert, everyone's black, I think. And there's nothing wrong with that. Racists. Alright guys, I'll see you later. Good night everyone. League does second place by bounty. So do tournaments. Just saying. Thank you. I will try and have a nice movie experience, man. Alright boys, good night. Congrats on Team Grim for giving Team 1 an even easier victory. I don't understand. Anyway, good night guys. I'll see you all tomorrow probably. I might do some ladder in the after I get back from the cinema, but I don't know. I might be too tired. I'll see. GG's guys.